Hello, everyone, and welcome to the podcast. This is Studio 41 Podcast. I'm your host, O'Neill, and today my guest is Kory.
Hey, how you doing, O'Neill?
I'm doing well. How you keeping?
I'm good. I'm good. Can't complain.
I know no one's listening anyway. So today I invited Kory on as a guest just to. I had the opportunity of shooting him at his gym. Uh, he's obviously a Muay Thai expert, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more. But I had the opportunity to take some photos of him, and I was really intrigued in regards to what was going on at the gym and what it was all about. It kind of
Yeah.
opened up my eyes to a couple of things in regards to the artistry of it, as well as just the science and the technical aspect of it. So
Mhm.
I invited him on today to talk about that, as well as his own business, which is, Muay Thai is involved in it, or part of it,
Yes, absolutely.
with the exercise, personal training.
For sure.
So welcome to the show, Kory.
Thank you for having me.
It's great having you. And I guess the first thing I want to ask for those that don't know, because I really didn't know,
Yeah.
what is Muay Thai, and a little bit about the history of it.
So Muay Thai is it's a form of martial arts that originated in Thailand. It is actually the national sport of Thailand. It's very huge there. Thousands and thousands of people from around the world descend to Thailand, the Muay Thai motherland, to train. There's a lot of gyms there that actually offer room and board, so you can actually stay there for like a week or 2 weeks or however long that you want to stay. Um, Sometimes people stay months, a month, 2 month, and you can train, while you stay at the facility as well. So Muay Thai is also known as the art of eight limbs because you have eight limbs to use as a weapon, both your hands, both your legs, your knees, and your elbows. It's considered one of the more effective forms of martial arts, for that reason, because you do have so many weapons to use. And they are, if used properly, they can be considered deadly weapons. So, in like one-on-one combat, and even in, say, you should happen to find yourself in a confrontation on the street,
Hmm.
it is considered more of the one of the more effective forms of self-defense to use.
Wow. It's funny, growing up, I used to hear, a lot about the karate and
Yeah,
judo and
and
all that,
taekwondo and stuff
and
like that.
taekwondo,
Yeah,
but I've never
yeah,
really heard it until maybe the last 10 years about Muay Thai.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it seems like a lot of people are getting involved in doing
Yeah,
it.
the sport is growing. It's growing a lot. I'm surprised it's actually not bigger because
Mm,
the Muay Thai fights are pretty exciting. There's really no, you really don't find a Muay Thai fight that is boring. Like you can watch a boxing fight, like a big,
hmm.
boxing fight. Have like the biggest names in boxing, and you're like, oh, this fight's kind of boring.
Right,
Or
right.
even like an MMA fight as well. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like they can be boring, but it's not very often that you find like a Muay Thai fight that is boring. So I'm surprised it's not bigger as a sport, like commercially. But hopefully it gets there. I do know they're trying to push for it to be in the Olympics.
Okay.
So hopefully that happens. So there's more recognition. But I think like overall with the explosion of MMA within the last like 15 some odd years, Muay Thai has grown, as a sport, globally.
It's interesting that you said you thought it would have been bigger
Mhm.
by now just because of the pure excitement and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess the artistry and everything that's involved in it. Do you have any idea why maybe it's taken a while to catch on? Is it we're not getting enough younger folks being involved in it and growing
Yeah,
it, or
yeah.
do you have any idea? Or is just it
I
is
mean,
what it
like I
is?
have my theories. I
Yeah.
don't know for sure, but one theory that I may have is because, like in boxing and even in MMA, within like the UFC, there's a lot of like bravado and there's a lot of trash talking. There's drama. There's that
Yeah.
element of it too.
Theatrics.
Yeah, there exactly. There's the theatrics,
Mhm.
and like, but Muay Thai is not like WWE. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? There's really not much of it. Like you do have like a little bit of trash talk, but it's not something that is used to push the sport.
Hmm.
So that may be a reason. Like Muay Thai is very sacred to everyone
Right.
that practices it.
That's the key.
So then there's a lot of respect, shown in the sport. There's not a lot of, bad blood or anything like that to kind of like sell a fight. You know what I mean? Like, if you see like, a face off in MMA or boxing, there's some, yelling and shouting, cussing at each other. There's some shovings, some blows thrown, but you really don't see that in.
But that says a lot about the sport then,
Oh,
Muay Thai, in
absolutely.
terms of discipline, respect.
For
And
sure.
you mentioned something sacred.
Yeah.
So I think those all play a part, and it's just not ending anybody. It's not just for entertainment. It's more than that.
Exactly.
So I'm glad that we talked about that, because I'd like to know what really differentiate that to other martial arts, specifically kickboxing. Because would you say there's some similarities, or is it?
Kickboxing and Muay Thai is very similar. Like
Mhm.
kickboxing, pretty much in a way derived from Muay Thai.
Okay.
I guess you could say it's like a cousin of Muay Thai. So a lot of this techniques, a lot of the style is very, very similar. A lot of fighters go back and forth between the two. So they'll fight in kickboxing, they'll fight in Muay Thai, or vice versa. Really, the main difference is that you can't use your elbows as a weapon in kickboxing.
No.
So that yeah. So there's no elbows in kickboxing, and there's also a technique in Muay Thai called clinching.
Mhm.
That's when you are in very close proximity with your opponent. You're pretty much like hugging each other to gain control, to either throw a knee or throw an
Oh,
elbow.
that's what that is.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I see it all the time. But
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So it's called clinching. So you really can't do that in kickboxing either. Like if you do it, it's only for like 5 seconds,
Right.
and then the referee has to
Separate.
break it up. Yeah,
Okay. Some of the differences
yeah.
between
But
that
everything
and
else
martial
is very, very similar.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you done boxing, or do you do kickboxing at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, what attracted you to this discipline? What when you saw it, why did you say, "Yeah, that's something I want to do and learn"?
To be honest, in the beginning, I was like, it looks cool.
Yeah,
It just
that's
looks
okay.
cool.
Yeah.
And it was different than everything else.
Mhm.
Because at the time, I've initially first got into it, maybe like mid to late 20s.
Okay.
I'm 43 now, so it was a very long time ago.
Okay.
My brother got me into it, and it was different because at the time it wasn't as big as it is now. It
Mhm.
was still like kind of underground ish. And at the time as well, it was mostly karate, taekwondo,
Yeah.
if you want to get like any type of self defense. I
Mhm.
was like, that doesn't look cool. Well, to me at least, I was
Right.
like, it didn't look cool. It didn't look, like something that would interest me. But when I was introduced to Muay Thai, I was like, oh, that looks really cool. Like, I like it. The
Mhm.
combination of boxing and kicking and being able to use, your elbows and knees, like it just caught my attention, like, and it just grabbed me
Yeah.
in a big way.
Mhm.
So that's what really drawed me into it.
Wow. Okay. So, yeah, like, I'm just thinking about, in terms of, when you said it captured, because it looked cool.
Yeah.
It looked cool because of the, I don't know, the traditional outfits or the gown. Is it different than, say, some of the other martial arts? Like, I know, I don't know if this is the right word, like a robe or a commode or whatever they would
Or a
call it.
gi. Like,
Yeah.
so like in karate or like
Mhm.
jujitsu, they like wear a gi.
Yeah.
But Muay Thai fighters is just Thai shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Thai shorts, they can be all kinds of different designs and stuff.
Colors.
Some
Yeah.
Thai
Mhm.
shorts, have the gym's name on it.
Yeah.
Thai shorts can be whatever basically you want, but just like really like short shorts,
Yeah.
like mid thigh. So that's really what Thai fighters or anyone that's training in Muay Thai will wear for the most part. There's not really like a full suit, like a gi or anything like
Mhm.
that.
Okay. And so, how long have you been doing it for?
Consistently, like I said, like I first really got into it like
Maybe
mid
14
late 20s.
20s. Okay.
But like life happens,
Yeah.
at that time, like I was young, dumb, just wanted to party and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like I wasn't consistent with it, and then like
Mhm.
I stopped for a while. But then after I had my children,
Mhm.
I was like, they have to learn how to defend themselves.
Mhm.
I was like, well, let's make it a family affair. So we all three of us, joined the gym in 2018, Ajax Mixed Martial Arts. So we've been consistent. All three of us have been consistently training since then.
Okay, I want to talk about that a little bit later, or maybe I'll talk about it now,
Yeah.
because you said that your brother was into it as well.
Yeah.
And is he still doing it, or?
No, he's not.
Okay. So your daughters, both of them are in
Yeah.
it. They participate.
Yeah.
Do you coach them?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
I do. I actually just because you have to like register with the Muay Thai Organization of Ontario to be a coach.
Right.
So you can coach them like when they compete. You
Mm.
can corner them. So I just did that. But outside of and inside the gym, yeah, I definitely do. Give them some pointers and
Mm-hmm.
work with them a little bit. Like there's the main coach at the gym that we train at.
Mm-hmm.
So for the most part, they do training with them. Um, but yeah, I do work with them as well.
Now you said something interesting. You said that you wanted your daughters, because you had your daughters, you wanted them to be involved in it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a particular reason? Is it because of just as a family you're doing something together? Is it about discipline? Is it about you know, self defense?
I
What
think
was
it's
the
a
reason?
combination of things. I
Okay.
think the discipline aspect is one,
Mm-hmm.
because Muay Thai is a very grueling sport. It's a demanding sport. Um, you'll get a lot of mental resilience from Muay Thai,
Mm-hmm.
because it's very demanding on the body and on your mind as well.
Mm-hmm.
You really got to push through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we know when you're training in Muay Thai, like you feel like you're literally gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
Not to
Mm-hmm.
scare anyone,
Yeah.
but it's very tough. It's very grueling. A lot of people are afraid of Muay Thai, to
Okay.
be quite honest. So I wanted them to have that discipline, and I tell them all the time, like if you can do this, you be able to do anything, right? The mental aspect of it, you're gonna be able to push through, whether it's school,
Mm-hmm.
as an adult in your life, and no matter what. So there's that aspect of it, and
Mm-hmm.
and also considering that they are females of color,
Mm-hmm.
there is an issue with sex trafficking and women being sexually assaulted and this, that, and the third. So I want to make sure that they are prepared
Mm-hmm.
and they know how to defend themselves. If God forbid, knock on
Awesome.
wood, anything should happen.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, those were and plus I don't want to beat up someone and go to jail or send someone to jail. So
if they're defending themselves,
yeah,
it's different.
if they know how to defend themselves, like
Yeah.
I would feel like I didn't do my job as a father if God forbid something should happen and they had absolutely no idea what to do. So, but
Right.
no, they're 13 and 11 now, and even now, like I'm very confident that if something should
Handle
happen, they
themselves.
know how to defend themselves.
Wow. So they started. How old were they when they
6 and
started?
4.
6 and 4.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, were they reluctant, or did they want to do it, or were they like,
No,
yeah,
no.
or have they seen you do it and they're like, yeah, I want to do what dad?
They weren't reluctant because they were so young at that time. They're like,
Yeah.
okay, it's something to do.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then they just grew and started getting better and better and better and better. And then as they got better, they got more confident.
Yes.
So that because their confidence grew, they just wanted to keep at it and keep at it and keep at it.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that leads to a question that I wanted to ask you in regards to, it's a combat sports, and when people think of combat sports
Yeah.
like that
Mm-hmm.
or MMA and stuff, they just think of
Yeah.
what they see, like it's bloody,
Yeah.
it's hard,
They see the gory stuff.
the gory stuff.
yeah.
And when you're older, that might be different. But you know,
Yeah.
sometimes a parent may say, "Well, my child wants to do this,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know because it looks like this." What would you tell them? Because your daughters were a part of it.
Yeah.
I'm sure they were safe. You weren't going to let them get hurt or
Yeah.
anything like that. What would you tell someone like that?
Well, I'd ask a parent, like, would you rather your child get hurt in a gym or hurt on the street?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure they probably say, well, if it's okay, they get hurt in the gym. Is this controlled in the gym, right?
Right.
It's very controlled. There's adults there to supervise and whatnot. So it's much better that they get hurt and
Mhm.
they go through the motions of what to do and what not to do in a controlled environment, as opposed to they're on the street or they're bullied at school or whatever the case may
Right.
be. And the consequences are much more severe.
Mhm.
And once the kids compete, I believe up until the age of like 12 or 13, there's no hitting to the face.
Mhm.
And then full
That's
gear.
important. Yeah.
So like, even though there's no hitting to the face, they still have to wear like headgear.
Mhm.
They wear even into like their teens, like I believe 17, up until
Mhm.
17, I believe. They have a chest guard. So they have
Right.
a full chest guard to cover their full torso. They also wear shin guards as well, elbow pads. They have a mouth guard, of course. So they're fully protected.
And I think that's important for people to know
Yeah.
that, because the sport is growing and kids may be asking their parents, can I be a part of it? And it's good to know that just like soccer or any other sport,
Yeah.
football or whatever,
Yeah.
Specifically football,
Yeah.
there's gear to
There's risk
protect
of
them,
injury,
and there's
right?
risk of
Yeah.
injury in anything that you do.
Yeah.
So it's good to hear that they are
Yeah.
protected.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of parents like put their kids in hockey. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And in
It's
hockey,
very
they
physical. Yeah.
yeah, it's a very physical sport. So it's really no different. Maybe even safer than hockey, to be quite honest.
Yeah. 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 So what has Muay Thai taught you? I know that, like in regards to um, your health,
Mm-hmm.
your well-being,
Mm-hmm.
just dealing with stress and anxiety.
Yeah.
How has that been a part of your life? How has that helped you?
Oh man, like Muay Thai has helped me immensely because when I did join a Muay Thai gym back in 2018, I was going through a rough time in my life, a little bit of a depression.
Mm-hmm.
I gained a lot of weight at the time as well. I was drinking, not drinking like profusely or
Yeah.
like a lot, but drinking more than I usually would.
Right.
You know what I mean? To kind of soothe myself because I was going through a separation with my daughter's mother.
Mm-hmm.
So that took a toll on me. And then all of a sudden, I wake up and I'm a single father raising 2 girls.
Mm-hmm.
So that was very heavy on me.
Mm-hmm.
So once I joined the Muay Thai gym, Muay Thai pretty much saved my life. Like I dropped the weight, stopped drinking, obviously. It
Mm-hmm.
was something for me to, get my mind right and get my body right. And because, Muay Thai is so, physically and mentally demanding, it gave me that mental resilience. And I think that's something that it gives everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's very important factor. Of course, you're going to get in shape, you're going to look ripped, you're going to know how to learn how to beat people up. But, but, the mental aspect of it is so key. It is
Right.
so key. It gave me so much clarity. And now I can never imagine my life without Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess that's why you felt it was so important for your kids to get
Absolutely.
involved,
Absolutely.
just
For
because of
sure.
what it did for you.
For sure.
Well, that's amazing. That's good that it was able to do that for you, and you're still
Yeah.
doing it right now and passing it on. So I want to talk a little bit or speak a little bit more about you're still doing the Muay Thai training,
Yeah.
but now Kariba Fitness is what's
Yes.
on your shirt, so
Yes.
that people
Yeah.
can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Kariba Fitness. How did that come about? Tell me a little bit about Kariba Fitness and the name Kariba.
So Kariba actually is the name of an outfit. So it is an outfit that was worn. It was made popular by former Prime Minister of Jamaica, Michael Manley, but it was also worn by him and other Jamaican government officials. It was actually designed by the actress Cheryl Lee Ralph. Her
Yes.
mother actually designed the outfit. So
Okay.
it was designed to represent independence and decolonization at the time, because it was designed after Jamaica gained its independence, from Britain. And at the time, prior to that, the style of dress in Jamaica was very like European-like. So to kind of get away from that, the Kariba the Kariba outfit was designed. So anytime I see pictures of Michael Manley, he looked very bold and very
Yes.
distinguished and had like a certain level of excellence. So that's what I wanted my company to represent. So that's how I got the name Kariba.
Wow.
Fitness.
Okay. So it's deep. I just when I said Kariba, I was like, okay, I wonder what is that his middle name or what the case. But okay, I thank you for educating
Yeah,
us
for
on
sure.
that and where that came
sure.
from. I had no idea, but it's
Yeah.
good to hear. So yeah. So tell me about Kariba. Like, what is it? I know you're a personal trainer. If you want to
Yeah.
just walk us through that.
Yeah, for sure.
What's going on?
So I'm a personal trainer and nutrition coach.
Oh, nutrition coach. as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for sure. So how it initially came about is I was kind of tired of doing the typical corporate 9 to 5. I was in the corporate world for almost I believe about 15 years. And earlier this year in February, they say, corporate, restructuring, and
I know that garbage.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So I was let go. So I just knew like I didn't want to, go back into the corporate world.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't for me. And actually prior to that happening, I was kind of planning my exit anyway.
Good for you.
So I figured, this is the perfect opportunity to, it's almost like a blessing in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
So this was an opportunity for me to go ahead and just do something that I love
Mm-hmm.
and something that I'm passionate about. So I said, let me start Kariba Fitness, and here we are.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing. You're right. Sometimes things are a blessing. You may not see it at the time,
Yeah.
but you were already going in that direction, and this
Yeah.
was an opportunity for you to really go full force in it.
Yeah,
So
for
that's
sure.
awesome. It's great to hear, to own your own business and create your own legacy. For
Yeah,
your
for
kids.
sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, what kind of personal training do you do? Do you train athletes? Do you train anybody?
I train everyone. Anyone and everyone that wants to train.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty much. Yeah. So it doesn't matter what level of fitness you're at. Some people, will think that, maybe I should go to the gym and work out for a little bit or for a couple months or a couple of weeks, and then I'll come to you and train. I'm like, no, just come to me
Right.
as you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way to do it. Don't be embarrassed or ashamed at your fitness level or whatever, or think that you have to get like a little bit in shape. It's okay. Start from ground zero.
So are they intimidated because they are assuming that the Muay Thai training is part of it? Why they're like, let me go to another, let me go to a gym first and get myself in a little bit of shape and then do this? But I think that would defeat the purpose. I think, because I know someone that trains with you.
Yeah.
And yeah, he is knocked out after a session and he's drenched. And so it does take time to get there.
Yeah.
But people, like
but
he
says after, he's like, I love it. He's like,
right.
It felt good.
And the thing is, so you're getting the personal train, but you're also learning something.
Yeah, for sure.
That you
for
can
sure.
use, So it's incorporated into the training.
Yeah.
Suppose someone, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think people are necessarily intimidated by the Muay Thai training, but they just feel that like, because their fitness level they think that is not really up to par.
Yes.
So they want to, I guess, not be as embarrassed or as ashamed, but I don't care. I really don't. I don't care what fitness level you're at, even if you've never trained before at all. Everyone started somewhere.
Yes.
So you have to remember that everyone started somewhere. So nobody is, excellent right off the bat. It's a learning process.
Right.
It's all good to just come as you are.
Yeah.
Just do it. Just get there. Just get in the gym. That's the most important thing. Just get there.
Okay. That's good to know. So yeah, because I do hear that some people before they go, they want to make sure that they're in a little bit of shape or cardio. And it's about embarrassing. They don't want to embarrass themselves, but
it's okay.
It's okay.
I've seen it all, so don't be embarrassed.
Yeah. So you also, like, it is part of your training or personal training. It is the Muay Thai, but you also, suppose someone said, like, I don't want to do that. Can they just train with you with the other?
Yeah, for sure. I could definitely do like circuit, HIIT training, high intensity interval training.
Yeah.
Strength and conditioning, weight training. For the ladies now, like, so focus on glutes. So I can do that as well. Like, so everything like under the sun, pretty much.
That's awesome. So I know also with your business, you do run like self-defense
seminars. Yeah. I do that for self-defense seminars for women only.
Yeah, can we talk about that a little bit? What is that all about, and how can someone get involved with that?
So like any information about like a seminar that I'll do will definitely be posted on my IG or my website, KaribaFitness.com.
Yes.
So how that initially came about is that, I found that, there's a lot of like fitness events for women that would be like, soca size or, stepping or this or that. But wasn't anything for self-defense or very minimal. So I wanted to do something for women to learn how to defend themselves, because I think that it's almost like swimming, right? If you don't know how to swim, then how are you going to? You're in some water. It's a life-saving, technique to know. So you can possibly, save your life, because sexual assault and assault, against women is rising, especially in Durham region and in other places throughout the GTA. Sex trafficking is a problem in Durham region. So
Yes.
I think it is very imperative that, not only like everybody, but especially women, they know how to defend themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to just, and this doesn't have to be anything crazy, because in my seminars, I don't teach anything complicated
Mm-hmm.
or intense. But, you'd be surprised that some very basic, self defense techniques, could
Mm-hmm.
possibly save your
Save
life.
your life.
Yeah.
Wow. So I guess you may do one-on-ones or your own seminars, but
Yeah.
do you do it corporately too? Like,
Yeah,
suppose
for
there's
sure,
organization.
for sure.
Okay,
If there's
that's great.
organizations out there that want to hire me for a seminar or like a team building session, then
Mm-hmm.
I definitely do that as well.
Okay. So right now, and we're going to get some information about your location and
Yeah,
your
yeah,
IG
yeah, yeah.
and all that. But so right now, where do you train individuals? Do they just contact you and do you go to different places? Do you go to their homes or do you do it at a specific gym?
So I mainly do one-on-ones at Ajax Mixed Martial Arts, which is in Ajax, major intersections like Harwood, Bailey-ish, that area. Also, like if you are a little more west, Scarborough, that area, I also do one-on-ones out of the Clinch Academy, which is like Markham and Finch area. So yeah, those two locations primarily is where I do my one-on-one personal training sessions.
Okay. So how's business going? It's going
Going
well?
good. Yeah, going good. Going
Mm-hmm.
good. Gonna have some things planned, very soon.
Mm-hmm.
So look out for that. Look out on my IG, Kariba Fitness on IG.
Mm-hmm.
So, got some things planned, for the end of the year and going into 2026.
Okay. 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 So tell me a little bit about the Muay Thai community as in general and specifically in the GTA. What is that community like?
It's a very tight knit community. It's a very welcoming community. Everyone, for the most part, is very supportive of each other. Of course, you may have some bad blood between certain individuals or certain gyms, but generally speaking, it's a very welcoming and supportive community. It's very common for a gym to invite people from another gym to come and train there for a session or have some sparring sessions with each other. Certain gyms will have like open sparring, which means that people from any gym within the GT or in the area can just come by
Really?
and just spar and have a sparring session.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very very common to see a lot of support with individuals between other gyms. It's not like it's the Lakers and the Celtics and there's
Yeah,
some big rivalry,
yeah.
that kind
Right.
of thing. No,
Okay.
it's all there's a lot of camaraderie
Yeah.
in Muay Thai. So yeah, it's a very good and tight kit, supportive community.
And when I was at the academy that you're at,
Clinch Academy, yeah,
Clinch Academy, I just noticed that there was everybody there, like
yeah,
from different walks of lives,
yeah, yeah,
women, male.
yeah,
It was really good to see and how
yeah,
everybody just seems so supportive of each other, which is awesome.
yeah, and that's something that's very common to see. It's very
Yeah.
very common. Like you go to a Muay Thai event and you'll have people from a gym, cheering on, a fighter from another gym, because that's their friend or whatever
Hmm.
the case may be. So it's a very, very, welcoming community and very supportive community.
Hmm.
Again, like I said, you may have bad blood here and there, but it's very minimal.
Right.
You're
Right.
going to get that no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
That's
it's
just life.
very, very minimal. And that goes back to like the respect thing. And generally
That's
speaking,
what I was
in
gonna
Muay
say.
Thai,
Yeah.
there's a lot of respect, just overall, throughout the discipline of Muay Thai.
Yeah. And it's rooted deep in a culture and a
Sure,
culture that preaches
for sure.
camaraderie and working together
Yeah.
and the discipline. That's awesome. So, if people want to get a hold of you or contact you, how can they contact you?
So you can go to my IG, Kariba Fitness, Kariba Fitness, or my website, karibafitness.com. As of right now, I'm only taking one-on-one personal training clients.
Mm-hmm.
But in the new year, you'll be able to register for a women's only Muay Thai and fitness class. There's also a yoga and Pilates class you can
Mm-hmm.
register for as well,
Yes.
with my girlfriend Alina.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also register for older adults that are 55 plus. And you can register for classes for them as well. So you can register in the new year for those.
Oh wow. So seems like it's kind of a wraparound. Like there is
Yeah,
that physical, very high energy type of
for sure.
Muay Thai personal training,
Yeah.
but you also have the yoga side of things,
Yeah,
which
yeah, yeah,
is
for
could be
sure.
very strenuous as well
Yeah.
and good for you as well.
Oh, it's
But
no
it's
joke.
also
It's no joke.
no. I tried it a couple of times. It's not, and just the mental aspect of
Yeah,
that
yeah,
as well.
for sure.
So
Trying to
the
cover all my bases.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's more in the new year.
Yeah, that's
For
more in the new year.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So okay, so people pay attention and listen out for that, and definitely reach out to Kory. He gave his information. Check out his website, his IG, and if you're interested, he's the man to contact. So just one last question:
Sure.
is there an age limit? Like, do you like if someone reached out to you and they wanted to do Muay Thai. And when I say
Yeah.
age limit, like if you're over 50 or over 60, is this
Mhm.
something you should be getting involved with? I know your daughter started early, so
Yeah.
maybe being young, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But when you get older, does that play a part?
I don't feel that there's an age limit. Like I've seen videos of elderly people training Muay Thai.
Yeah.
So I don't believe there's an age limit. I think that literally Muay Thai is like the fountain of youth.
Really?
You know, if you train consistently, like
Mhm.
you're gonna feel good physically and mentally.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I don't believe that there's an age. Just do it until you can't do it no more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pretty much. So yeah, I don't believe that there's an age limit. I've seen, like I said, elderly people do
Yes.
it. Like obviously they're not doing like crazy intense training.
Right.
Just
Depends on their levels. You
yeah,
work
it's
with
just
them.
whatever that they're able to do. But yeah, I've seen elderly people. I've seen pregnant women train Muay
Really?
Thai.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. So there you have it. Kory, thank you for coming on.
Thank you, O'Neill.
And
Thank you.
just elaborating a little bit more about your personal fitness business, Kariba. Thanks for the the history.
The history
of the
lesson?
Word. Yes, on Kariba. That definitely, I didn't know anything about that, and
Yeah,
I'm
a
glad
lot of
I've
people
learned something.
don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so hopefully we'll have you on another time, and maybe I don't know, maybe we come to a session where you're actually
Yeah, for
working
sure.
out or doing something or running a class,
sure.
and see you
For
actually
sure.
in action.
I'd love to have you. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you, man.
All right, thank you.